Welcome back to the Hub City Halloween Open, presented by the Great Courses of South Carolina. We're in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I'm AJ Carey, and I'm here with
Luke Sampson. We're bringing you the Holston Park preview here. It's starting off on hole 10 for this lead card. Same group as always with the tight battle. Corey Ellis is in the lead by 1 stroke next to Chris Dickerson. So we got a lot of tough holes coming in, a lot of par 3s, but on the back 9 you'll be treated with a couple par 4s. Chris Dickerson here, Prodigy sponsor, throws with his right hand.
Yep, good costume he brought out. Corey Ellis here, Team Discraft. He dressed up as Austin Hannum for this one. So he's currently in the lead through the middle 9.
And then Evan Scott here, put on a couple years it looks like since the last time we seen him. But he's looking daunting, looking mean.
And then we got Joel Freeman here, representing Innova champion. He grew his hair out, he added a bandana, a little bit of lipstick. We're taking it to the middle 9. So
yeah, we started this one off, let's talk about the leaderboard. Hannum has made a little bit of a push here. He's shooting it real hot. He's tied with second with C-Dick. Corey's going to try to keep them both at bay here coming into the 10th hole. And it's a par 4, so I lied. We're going to see a couple par 4s. This one, you got to get down past this tree. You could play this one safe just by playing a straight shot off the tee, but these players are going to ask for a little bit more with a fade or a late turn down into this bowl to leave an easier second shot with a putter to the basket here hanging off a tree. So less wind, so we're not going to see the one rocking through this tree line here. But Joel's opting for the forehand. It's probably a destroyer. And he's going to want to keep it nice and low. He's going to do a powerful shot here. He's not going to lay off. He's not going to want to lay this one up. The miss is long. The miss is not short on this one.
yeah, you definitely want to make it to the first landing zone is the first ditch. And if you can get even further and get down, that's great.
Oh yeah, he just held on to that right side fairway, so he's gonna have a good look for birdie from there.
Yeah, he's just on the edge, but the farther right you are, the more open the second shot is to the green because it's back to the left and definitely tight.
Yeah. Corey turning it just a little bit, and it's gonna catch a tree there on the left side. He'll still have he'll be able to attack the green from there, I think, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a prayer shot to try to get the birdie.
It'll be a lucky shot, but he'll be able to throw an attacking shot.
Yeah, he'll definitely be able to bite a lot off from there.
Yeah. Chris opting for a safer, well, I shouldn't say safer, but just a backhand low turnover. Just a little too low.
Yeah, he's...
Safe shot, though.
Bit out of position there. I mean, a little short from what you want because this green is very hard to get to.
Yeah, that wind. He got his. You can notice Evan got his a little higher, and it could have been the wind there that caught it, and it turned it, pulled to the right, and then kicked him left.
Yeah, Evan here he's just really gonna be wanting to get his par, get it down there, get a forehand fading to the deep right. That's looking early.
Yeah, that's not his best from there.
He needed quite a bit more juice on that to get it to where he could attack for par.
Let's see what Corey can make happen from here. Looks like he's panning out an Anheuser Flex.
I'm thinking he's doing something beefy, maybe like Raptor, because he's got to get it hard right and then hard left. Yeah, that's something beefy though. Look at that.
Yep. He's going to have that back door towards the basket there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the putt you want. The uphill, you take the death putt out of the equation.
Phenomenal, Corey. Great shot.
Yeah, this basket is elevated and hanging.
So he's putting a little pressure on Chris here. Chris getting a little bounce off a twig. And
yeah, those 2 of them. And that took all the steam out.
He's going to have a far putt. Showing a bit of frustration there.
Yeah, because he's looking at it here that he's not going to make a birdie, and Corey's like stabbing range.
Yeah, Corey's definitely within range. Joel left with the patent pending.
Ooh,
Perhaps did
that's
not
inside.
flip as much as he was going to ask, but it did catch a bit of that.
Oh, wow. It got through quite a
bit. The
bit.
leaves there allow for a lot of ground play, so he got down there. It's going to be a scary putt.
Yeah, Evan's got a lot of work to do here. He's in the rough. You hear a lot of trees on its way out, and then fortunately it takes that last tree, or it might have been putting for par.
Looks like a jump putt layup. Just take his medicine, take your bogey, and move on.
Yeah, this is a...
He going
wow,
for this?
he's really running it?
No, that's a layup.
No, I mean, that was... He at least gave it a basket. This is the problem with running it. If you don't specifically put it on the ground, you hit it on hyzer, and look, this is asking for a bogey.
Yeah, that's a tough putt.
I mean, Evan's saying, "Yep, I'll take my bogey.
You notice
I don't
Evan
want none of that."
matched the angle of the disc a bit better with the hillside there.
Yeah,
which allowed it to nestle instead of catch up and roll. Corey looking for his birdie.
I mean, Corey's must be chomping at the bits here to get this birdie. I mean, why not? He sees... Ooh. Chris has got a tricky putt next.
Good stop.
Tap in. All right, Joel for birdie. This is a pretty steep downhill putt. Hanging basket.
Nice.
Yep, that's cashed. Good putt, Joel. Let's run that back.
Yeah, that was probably about, what, 40 feet? No, a little less than 40 feet.
Yeah, I think this is either circle's edge or just outside the circle. It's just straight downhill death putt. That basket sits pretty high up in the air. Yeah. And it runs away real quick.
Oh! No! Corey! Corey!
Yeah, I don't...
No! Oh, that was just unnecessary. And then Chris making his tester.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge.
Oh, my goodness. Just like that, 1-2 switcheroo.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It went from Chris potentially being 2 back to a tie ball game.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that was
Joel
great.
Not far behind. Corey, this is going to be a true test of his ability to be even keel.
Yeah, and don't forget Austin Hannum's on the chase card.
Yeah,
so,
wow.
you know, we got some moving and shaking going on here. Hole 11, par 3, 225. This is a shot that a lot of players are going to be throwing their putter's sidearm or on a tight inside gap. It's very tricky to get it to lay flat on this green, and the right side slopes off pretty hard. So rollaways can happen. You know, it's a touch shot. You see Joel's here on the front of the pad. He's just playing a touch. Match the slope.
Let the disc pull because it's natural flight, but it's a little wide.
That's tough. I mean,
Didn't pull enough. Maybe just a little bit flippier of a disc, and that would have been great.
Chris is going with the backhand here. This is the traditional play you'll see. Makes the initial gap tighter because of the shot of the disc, the shape of the shot, but yeah, that's great.
Perfect. He kept it just inside of that right side tree line. The
backhand can kind of hit against the slope and get some bad reaction, but Chris got a really good one there.
We need a bounce back out of Corey Ellis here.
I think this is a zone from Corey.
Oh, much steeper angle out of Corey than we saw from Joel.
I think that was early.
Yeah,
early
that
left
was
into the hill.
So 2 different ways to attack this hole with the sidearm. You can see there. Evan popping it up on a little bit of flip, and it's gonna stay there.
You can see the rollaway there. This is a fast green, so you really got to put that disc down as flat as possible and take the steam out at the green. It's got to come down with touch. Corey here, he must have cut rolled off the left side of the fairway into the right. Looks like he's gonna have a tap in.
Yeah,
par.
just about. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see. If he doesn't try to turbo putt it in there, I'm sure that's a tap in.
yeah. All right, Joe here for birdie. He caught a tree and kept him up the hill quite a bit.
Oh, just caught that early one.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a tough lie there, you know.
I think he had a flex one to really give it a chance. Maybe Annie all the way. Evan here is chomping for this birdie. Come on. Yeah, great birdie, Evan. Good bounce back. I mean, we've seen Evan take bogey and then immediately taking birdie right after. So, I mean, strong bounce back stat for Evan.
He's here to stay.
Yep.
He plans to play a bunch more coming into these next years too, hitting up some bigger Pro Tour events such as Green Mountain and Maple Hill. So be looking for him out there next year.
You see Chris there. He just took the lead with his birdie. So, I mean, now he's getting that separation and he's been looking for.
Yep.
Strong par in the hole before and a birdie here. I mean, now that's the lead.
Just like that, you know, the momentum shift is real. It's gonna take one of those special Corey Ellis shots that happen more often than you'd think to get him back in it. You know, one of those 90-foot steppers through the woods, one of those 120-foot throw-ins. You know, just Corey Ellis stuff. No big deal.
Hole 12 here. No, you take it away, Luke.
All right, I'll take this one away. It's a par 3, 225. This one averaging at 2.71, so a little bit under par. It's going to be a skip shot for these players just because it pulls so far to the left. Mid-range, most likely, maybe a fairway driver. I don't think we're going to see distance driver just because it's so short, but you do want to play something that's going to skip, so you might see a higher rim, a high-speed rim disc, or higher speed.
Yeah, so on their first bit of this fairway, they have these terraces that are on the ground. So if you put it down too early, you can lose all the skip. So Chris threw his shot over those terraces, got a skip, and is now going to be looking at a birdie. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, he's got caught up a little bit in the tree, but it's a pretty routine putt, 20-something foot for him. Evan, not so fortunate.
Yeah, that was too high. This is one you got to throw way low.
Yeah, the skip shot is the best play in my opinion.
Those terraces can get in your head. You know, if you catch early, you lose all skip. They just digs, but...
This looks like a Firebird.
Yeah, this is good from Joel. Put it on its wing, let it flare. That's
just a little
bit on the deep side.
Yeah, perhaps his Gator 3 could have been a good shot as well, but, you know, those wood lines there, is if he can get a lane, he's not too far away.
I think this is a Raptor out of Corey. Look, and he gets a swirl around that you're going to get from the overstable disc. He's going to be putting inside circle 1. Oh yeah, that's within tap range.
Evan, furthest of the card. Windy day, you could see it, and just not really sniffing it, but not far away afterwards. So it's hard to ask a lot out of that putt from being so far away in the wind.
And then Joel looks in a rough spot. Like, again, we talk about the rough here being rough, and
he's
it
right
is.
there, though. He's only about 30 feet.
But look, he's opting for a forehand.
Oh!
Wow.
Yes.
Not often do we see forehand putts, but that right there is so much touch.
That's his
forte. Run that back. Let's go. Great putt.
I want to say Joel started off as a forehand player. Did he not? Was he?
He's got to have been dominant forehand, but to say he's like a forehand putter,
no, not putter. I'm just saying, you know.
That's a shot, though, that... I feel like nobody has a forehand putt, but
not too many people.
I mean, when do you ever pull it out? I mean, Joel clearly been practicing with it. Chris, on the other hand, he threw it where he wanted it in the fairway, and he net his birdie from there.
Yeah, that's easy bird. Corey gonna be able to put in an easy bird.
Yeah, I anticipate this being a birdie here, and a Corey. He's
playing catch up now, so he might have to get aggressive on a couple of these holes later on. It's coming down to the. I mean. A lot of golf left, but, you know, this is the last couple here, and...
I mean, we got 15 holes to play.
Yeah, all right, you're right. I'm just kidding.
So, I mean, there's a lot of golf, but it's there's some birdies spread out through and some very tough holes coming up. So, But Chris has a 1-stroke lead over Corey, who has a 1-stroke lead over Joel on the card. So it's still tight. We'd like to thank the great courses of South Carolina again for this drone coverage. Holston 13, par 3, 340 feet. This shot goes straight. We're going to see mainly putters and mids out of this group. And you're going to try to track it a little to the right where the drone is, late in its flight, and then drop out left at the end. This is one that we're teeing off from well above the basket, and it's very blind. So
very important to get the nose angle and the height right on this shot.
You can tell it's very tight from here.
A little low out of Chris, but
but that's gonna slide. I think
slid real well. No catch cam for us.
No catch cam, so must not have a putt. Let's see Joe here.
This is that infinite mid range that he's been throwing, I think.
Yeah. This hole actually was ace today too. It was ace by Brett Stetson.
Good job, Brett.
Brett is a local player.
And catching that just a little side of the fairway. Easy par save.
Yeah, this is one where you throw the straightest disc in your bag to maybe you're slightly understable.
Yeah, that one just... if it flipped up one more notch, it would have been there.
Yeah.
He's still going to have a putt, though, so not a terrible shot, really. It's a pretty good shot. Good miss.
Yeah, on the left side at the end, there's scattered trees, so you can get lucky. You could get a nice kick through it. You could just pure it through. But like Evan did, he got caught up. So you really got to get that late turn to miss that. Evan's just going to be content with a layup for par here. He's in some thick briars. That's all briars there. It's he's probably doesn't have a whole lot of anything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough par save.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like he had a whole lot of anything there, and just electing for, taking the medicine. I mean, maybe trying to give himself a circle too.
Maybe he had like one of those upside down slide shots. That's all I could really think of, but
Chris is here. He's from the right side, so it's not the worst side of it all. He's laying up for wow, good little roll for it.
A little extra nudge.
Played it short. Yeah. Joe here. He should have a putt for birdie. Oh, it's quiet. It's lengthy, but it's open.
See if he could drop it in there. Nope. Safe bid. He just didn't want to blow past it.
Yeah, it definitely runs away quite a bit. There's a little berm, and then it drops off some more after that.
And a lot of those weeds and briars you're talking about down there as well, so you don't want to get caught in those.
Yeah.
Corey with the last chance for birdie from the card. Come on, Corey. Oh, just left. That could have stuck on a different putt, or a different basket.
Yeah, I mean, just a little deviation, a little wider, and that's stuck as well.
Yeah, that's true.
From the angle, it might have been a little bit more left from his view. Yeah. And, Evan carding his bogey there. Fortunately, having to pitch out.
Let's see if he can keep true to his bounce back stats and make good on a good tee shot here coming up. 14
is definitely an opportunity. The next hole coming up can bring some challenge. So,
yeah, 14 did average above par though, but it did have quite a few birdies, so it's not.
So we're gonna see,
it's
pars and a bogey.
Yeah, there's the wind is definitely exposed coming to this next tee shot, so these players are gonna elect to play it safe. You don't want to have to play from the drop zone. The putt is super sketchy with the backdrop here, so we're coming in. You got to hit this tight shot. Well, it's not that tight. It's the ceiling that comes into play a lot on that first shot. And then you want to ride over the lake and just hyzer in front of this last tree on the left. And the miss is long, or the miss is long and left. Anything short and right or short and left, you're going straight to the drop zone.
Yeah. OB being water. There's an OB line, maybe a foot off of some spots, but it's pretty close to the water. Yeah. So this is, you throw from a deck that is a bit on the sketchy side. So Oh,
The
that's
wind
great.
is pulling right to left on this tee
Ooh,
shot here. And
yeah.
Chris threw that great.
Yeah, that's great.
He's not going to have a death putt from over there.
No, he doesn't have to putt at the OB at all. So he elected to go on the straighter side, and I think that's definitely the play.
Pretty flat release as well.
If you throw too overstable, you can really put yourself into a death putt.
Oh,
Ooh,
Joel
went
missing
wide.
early, but that came down in bounds.
Yeah, that's an inbound.
Yeah, that
so
looks like a easy-
so he,
I mean,
he
he's-
actually could hit to the path.
Yeah, that path there that we
Yeah.
walk across is just a simple forehand from there. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna hit a tree on this shot, that's the way to do it. You know? That's wide, but it caught through.
Oh, it got through.
Whoa! Oh my!
He had some steam on that bad boy.
That was fast. Maybe Raptor again out of
Yeah,
him.
sure.
I mean, it looked like it skipped so hard.
That pulled hard. Man, these guys are getting some good
Hey.
tree love.
Evans true to his bounce back here.
Yep,
I mean that's a birdie.
that's parked.
That's parked. Yeah, Evan, good
Joel
bounce back.
getting a good fortunate tree love off that initial, and he's looking at and another little tree that was forgiving, but he got caught up, so he's gonna have a little work to do.
Yeah, that's definitely a tester. You know, if you get a bad break, there's water right there.
Sketchy too. You
Yeah.
can't. It doesn't seem like it right now, but it was really windy a lot in this course here,
Ooh.
and just
Did
left a little low.
Okay, so it stayed up. There, 3 feet left to Joel is like where it starts to really bank off. So, you get a bad roll there. You catch an OB. It's just a bad day. So it looks like Joel will take
Corey gazing into the headwind here.
Corey for birdie after a near ace. Yeah, this hole can be daunting on the putt if you're looking kind of at the water of the OB line.
This could get an insurance stroke on Corey.
Yeah, Chris for birdie.
Yes, sir.
Cashed. Well, it looks like we're gonna see Evan with a birdie.
6, 7, about
Chris with a
21
birdie.
feet away on that putt. Evan dunking it in, and then Corey cleaning up.
Yeah, I think that. Yep, Corey with a par, and we're gonna have Joe with the lone bogey there.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
Yep. So, 2 birdies on the card there. Park job from Evan and not a park job from Chris,
Looked
but a 25-foot make.
Yeah, he's separated by 2 strokes now.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely pushed off of the card here. I'd like to thank Play It Again Sports Spartanburg for sponsoring the coverage. Hole 15 here, par 3, 300 feet. It's a blind shot from the tee. If you notice, we still can't see the pin. These tall trees that are kind of lined up with the basket now, we're throwing a big turnover over the top or a big forehand over that. Most of the good shots are going to crash above the basket into the trees. It's kind of like another one of the Plinko shots.
Yeah, it plays above par at 3.13. So
I think we're going to see all the players, if they're going backhand, they're pulling it right and as high up in the air as possible to get over those trees. Yeah, I think this is low. He gets over it. Oh, wow, it elevated the whole way.
Good. Man,
Wow, so it wasn't too low.
you birdied this one with the back end as well, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I went fairway. It looked like Chris went mid-range there. I thought that was too low, but it looked like it was turning long all the way. Yeah, see, that's the tree you kind of got to get around. Maybe Chris was just inside of that.
I'll be curious to see if we see any forehands, because Joel's got a really strong one and he was practicing it. So Corey's got a strong forehand too.
Oh, it's just a backhand. Get some buzz out of him for. Oh wow! Look at this. Yep, and then here's the crash. That's what you want to see.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't believe it. I guess it is a backhand. Unless Joel prove me wrong, Joel.
Well, we have 2 backhand mids on the green. And Joel with the forehand.
Looking up high.
This is gonna be high.
It's
and
got to
kind of
get
inside.
so right, so it's tough. I think it's gonna be
Yeah, I don't.
It's gonna be short and left, if I have to say. Just
Wow.
short.
Okay, so he seemed upset, but that's inside
That's a
the
really
circle.
good shot. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's inside the circle. I think he thought it was too far to the right. and it was good.
That's great.
Yeah, you don't often see the forehands get within circle 1. All right, Joe here from
Maybe
Circle's
just outside circle.
A little bit more talking out of the mime today.
He's lost character.
All right, Chris for birdie. Wow.
Basket. I don't know. I mean, it was a little left. What do you think, AJ?
Yeah, that was a left putt. If it's more pole centered, but hey, there's a par for Evan Scott, and I should be tap in birdie right here for a park job. Great birdie.
Yeah. And just like that, his insurance stroke is gone.
Yeah, I mean, you see Chris lost one to Corey there. Corey making the move. He's just one off now. And, it's not a 2-stroke lead that he had previously. So
the holes coming up are a lot of separating holes. This next one being a really tough hole. So I don't think we saw more than 5 birdies on the next hole here. Hole 16. It's a par 3. We saw 3 birdies on this hole. It's only 390 feet, so it's not a matter of throwing it far. It's just a matter of the shape. This left side the drone's driving through is, I think, the highest percentage birdie play. You can't throw over the top on the right, but the trees have grown up very tall, so this left side is a turnover shot with a backhand most likely. It's going to be a fairway driver, possibly a mid-range. I doubt we'll see any distance drivers, though.
Yeah, it could be a possibility out of Evan, but I think we're going to see... Oh, this is
he's going over the low. Corey's just electing for a safe 3.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to get anything too squirrely off the tee, and that's a really good safe play.
Yeah, that makes sense of what that was. Yeah, we were on the green when Corey threw, and they were a little confused on why he threw with a spotter given a red, but now that makes sense. He was just laying up. He wasn't even throwing at us.
Chris is not laying up. You could hear and see the wind. It was a headwind, and he gets there.
He's in the ditch. Yeah, this is when you're going that left route, and you want to turn it all the way.
I'm surprised Corey didn't go for it. He needs the strokes.
Yeah, I'm definitely confused there, too. Maybe he never got dialed in on it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this looks like...
I didn't catch that one, but... Oh, yeah, that's a layup out of Evans.
Yeah, that's a layup there with his nuke again.
Yeah.
This is one that a bad tree kick could net you a pretty high number. If you get kicked into the woods, it's rough. So it's not a gimme birdie by any means. This needs a turn. And it did. Wow, he's going to be right there with Chris.
Just got up in that last tree, but not too far away.
All right, Evan went layup
getting
here.
A little lift
putter.
From that little heady.
And
laying it down soft.
Great up by Evan. Corey here looks to be in a bit of a rough spot. This is actually the path going down to the next hole. This is 17's path. So he got significantly left. Like that's the path you walk to the next basket.
Wow.
So this is going to be a challenging up and down.
Looks to be the Anheuser forehand with the zone. Oh, steep Anheuser. Super steep.
Yeah,
and
that was great.
Yeah. Textbook.
Excellent shot. All right, Joe for birdie from 28 feet.
Are we going to get a word or no words? Nope, nothing.
All right, Chris from the same exact spot. Yeah, we're not going to see Chris miss twice. 2 and 2 putts in a row from that
Stone cold calculated killer. Good job, Chris. Nice putt.
And Chris over here starting to push away his separation.
Well, he got that insurance stroke right back. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I mean, with Corey laying up off the tee, it completely gave it the door wide open.
Yeah, that was surprising to me, but
And Corey,
you said it earlier. A lot of golf.
I mean, Corey had the tee first, so Corey just played his game plan.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's you versus the course, and you're just trying to post the best score.
This is true. Great execution from Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chris has got his 2-stroke lead over Corey. So now we're going to go into hole 17, which played as one of the more easier holes on the course. It averaged at 2.79. It's a par 3, 345 feet. It's over the water the whole way with a bank that plays fairly steep and an OB line that's a couple feet off of the water. So this feels like a must get, but it can run away from you.
Yeah, you catch one of the base of those trees and you're rolling in the water.
You come at it too steep of a hyzer, you might catch a cut roll.
If
too
you notice
fast.
in the coverage how smooth that lake was, and you notice now,
That's
totally different ball game. We got a stiff wind here, and Chris just barely gets to the outside of that tree. I don't know if he was trying to get to the outside or the inside of that one, but it was a great shot.
That was Chris with an FX2. So
FX2, he dissed up.
Yeah, he went fairway driver there. This is definitely a zone.
Yeah, this is a zone out of Corey, and he plays it a little wider, letting the disc fade. The hillside takes away all the energy from the disc,
Perfect.
nestles perfectly.
I think Corey went with the more preferred club here. Say a zone. The slower disc, it comes in much nicer than sharp edge.
Definitely.
This is
Evan. Wow, he's playing it wide also.
This is Raptor.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh man, see both those shots from Chris and Evan were just inches away from that tragedy bogey we're talking about, where you're catch the base of that tree and rolling straight in the water. Joel, I don't know what this is. I'm so used to him throwing the Gator 3, but that didn't look like one.
I think this is a mid-range.
Just a hair long.
Maybe an overstable putter from Infinite.
That was a great shot. Good stop. Good check. A little tree love. Evan with the furthest putt into the wind.
Wow, good putt, Evan. Nothing like being the first one out, bang the putt, get that bit of confidence that, even being the first out, you're still walking away with the 2. You're not the one that messes up the star frame. Joel for 2.
Yes, sir.
Got it. I dare to say we might have a star frame. I mean, Chris is really our savior.
Nice. Yeah, these guys are close. This is a star frame. Joel happy. Joel real happy.
Chris has got an awkward footing, a bit sloped down the hill, but I believe this is cashed. That's cashed, yeah.
You believer.
It looks like we're gonna have a star frame here. Hole 17. It played 2.79, so lots of birdies.
Yeah, you can see though. I bet that there was all those bogeys outweighed that on that hole, because it's easy to bogey on that one. There's how many birdies did we have on that one? Hole 17.
A lot. Quite
Too many to count.
Yep. And the thing about it is an OB nets you to the drop zone, and from the drop zone it's a putt back at the water. So
pretty much insta bogey.
It could be a bogey. It could be more.
Yep, hole 18. This one is averaging well above par, 0.69 strokes over par.
This is the landing zone.
So first shot is purely placement, but you can get aggressive with the forehand and get a bit into this corner where we saw the drone take about a 90-degree turn. So a lot of people will play putter to the layup zone and then mid-range to fairway after that, another up the gut shot. The trees kind of protect this fairway from the wind.
This hole used to not have a mando and you could cut the corner, but now they put in a mando so you can no longer attack it.
Chris threw a great shot that turned the whole time, and he's on the right side of the fairway with a great distance.
I'm pretty sure Corey is the reason why the mando's in play here, because Corey used to go over the corner and, well, it looked too easy. It's not, but fantastic shot from Corey. He's pushing that center.
Yep.
Ooh, that might be a little. That tree's gonna be dead in his way.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make a decision on that one. And then
Evan here looking to go mid-range.
Oh, turned a little bit early, I think. And he's gonna be pinched there.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to bend it at probably a little flex shot almost. Joel going with that more aggressive forehand I was talking about, letting it fade into the fairway on the second shot, but just a little long, but not bad.
I mean, he's past the tree enough to now it's out of his play. It's when you're squared up right behind it is where it's really challenging.
Evan, like I said, looks like he's got a fast disc, it looks like. So he's going to try to get a little bit of distance here.
He's kind of at the point where he'd really push that left side and get like full flight out of this on a flex.
So if he's going for the distance, he must be just too.
Yeah.
Did he get through? Yep, he's out in the fairway.
Okay, so pushed out. That's one of those shots that
fortunate, very fortunate there.
He could have been pitching out, and it went through for him.
Corey, is he going high spike with the forehand or low?
I'm thinking low. I mean, look at all this wind.
Yeah,
you put it above the trees. It's who knows.
Oh no. That was not his best there.
No, this is a very difficult hole. It's a tight window, and all the trees are grabby. Oh wow, Chris, this is perfect.
Yep.
This is everything you draw it up to. Go putter, mid-range, 3.
Underneath the basket.
Joel.
High chopper. Will that come out of it in time? Oh, plenty of time. Yeah, that's a good safe shot.
Yeah, I mean he's a bit short.
Yep.
I mean
He'll have
probably outside 35 feet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely a wide open run. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. Yeah.
That looked like a faster disc too.
Yeah, maybe a Raptor. Looked like he's got a red Raptor that he threw quite often. Ooh.
Oh, okay, that fought through just enough. Corey, he's got ice in his veins. He's making that one.
All right, Joel. 35 foot for 3. No. All right.
Come on, Corey. For Billy Strings. Do it for Billy. Yes.
Good putt. I think that was
I
think that was for par.
That was for par. So it looks like Chris Dickerson. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, that was for par.
For par, it said birdie, but that was for par.
And Chris for the solo birdie.
Yeah, he was one of 2 on the whole day to capture the elusive 3 on hole 18. So
Chris Dickerson and Jerry Menzie.
Yeah, he's a New Yorker, so came all the way down for this one in tournament. So good for him. Great playing. Hole 18 is gonna conclude the middle portion of Holston. And we're going to come at you with another back 9 here. It's a close race. So, C. Dick leading the pack. After that hole, he got one more insurance stroke on Corey Ellis at 20 down. So, it's a little bit of breathing room, but not nearly. You want more insurance than that. We got a lot of OB and a lot of wind coming up. So,
yeah, you see in the 4th position spot, we got Jake Mon off the 3rd card.
Yeah, I played with him, and he was shooting fire.
Yeah, I mean,
young buck, just like Evan, only 16.
Yeah.
But he's 6'4" and 3/4 and about 260 pounds. That's a big boy.
He is a big boy. So, all right, well, bringing back on the back 9 here at Holston is wide open, lots of OB, windy. Thanks for watching with us. Thanks for the Patrons. Join us again with Ace Run Pro for the back 9.
We're out.